Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Hunter Renfrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence. Now the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. Brought down at the 20. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills. ago when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Now a hit and a loose football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. So the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds Watson complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards left on 2nd down. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Okay, break.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis on the option to the right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Pitching it out to Etienne. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Let's go. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A handoff for Etienne. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Hey, box up. Hey, Echo.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears, and running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll run with Etienne, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. is Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Willis to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence rolling to his left. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. That's caught at the 2. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in close closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
One final try now for Garoppolo.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that part, man. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Jaguars, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
Y'all can next double me, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Get to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it